I want to share with you credit union, bad credit, business loans with no documentation. So let's talk about that. So here's a review I want you to pay attention to. So the first credit union that's really great is a Service Credit Union. So Service is kind of cool. Service has a military affiliation. So if you are related to the military, you will love Service. But the Service has a no doc business loan requirements. The only thing is if you have bad credit and you're looking for a no doc business loan from Service, you got to have minimum monthly deposit of $10,000. You got to have a history with Service of 2 years. You got to be with Service for 2 years. And otherwise, you need to have business bank statements for the last 3 months. This is really important. And the thing is that Service actually has a constellation of business loans for you, no doc. And so they have like business lines of credit. You have commercial mortgages. You have commercial vehicle loans. You have equipment financing. So basically, with Service, you got to really think about what kind of financing you need. But as long as you meet the requirements that I spoke to you about, monthly transactional value $10,000 in terms of deposit, you are good to go. They're not going to ask you a lot of questions. Okay. Now the thing is that they're changing their rules all the time. So depending on the specific program that you want, let's say if you want to have equipment financing, or you want to have a business line of credit, or you want to have a working capital loan, the requirements might change. So it's always better to contact services, customer service for business loans. So they are available at 800-296-4644, and they basically will take care of you. Or you can email businessserviceslending2@servicecu.org. So this is kind of cool. And also you can go to the website, and there is a form on the website, and you can just fill out the form and somebody will call you. So, but Service is totally great. We love the fact that you can actually qualify for membership no matter where you live. Actually, you can see on the screen here, the membership is open to anybody. So you don't have to, even though originally Service actually caters to the military, you can actually qualify for membership if you are a member of the American Consumer Council, or the members of if you're a member of a financial fitness association. So totally fine. Fantastic. By the way, boss, I want to quickly welcome you back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here, to have this quick convo with you about credit union, bad credit, business loans, no documentation. The next credit union I want to share with you is BlueFed. And so BlueFed, if you're trying to get a bad credit business loan, no doc with them, you need to have minimum monthly deposits of $15,000. You got to have at least 18 months history with BlueFed. In other words, you got to have a business checking account that's at least 18 months old with BlueFed. Otherwise, BlueFed wants you to have business bank statements for the last 5 months. So this is really important to remember that BlueFed is really granular, is very thorough when it comes to their business loans. So, but as long as you actually you have the minimum monthly deposits of $15K with them, not a problem at all. You can qualify for a business loan, no documentation. So basically, the thing with BlueFed is that you can actually qualify for all the way to $250,000. And so when we talk about business loans, no documentation with BlueFed, you have commercial vehicle loans, business term loans, business lines of credit, construction loans, equipment loans. You have commercial mortgage loans. So you do have, again, a variety of business loans, no documentation. Even if you have bad credit, not a problem. So BlueFed will actually pay attention to your relationship with the institution, as well as your minimum monthly deposits. This is really important. And one thing I want to say also is that BlueFed is really flexible in terms of their business loans. They do not actually place restrictions on the use of loan proceeds. You are actually free to use the loan as you see fit. Okay. And the cool thing is, just make sure that you actually have a conversation with the customer service rep before you do anything. And one thing we have seen also in our research is that BlueFed tends to approve business loans real fast. So on average, they will approve you within 3 days, even though for credit unions, sometimes it can go all the way to 5 days or 6 days. But with BlueFed, things are a little fast. So we love that a lot. And as a matter of fact, anybody can join BlueFed. As you can see on the screen here, you can actually, if you don't qualify through geography, through biology, or through profession, you can actually just open an account and deposit $10. And what will happen here is that you just need to make a donation to the Blue Foundation. This is how you get in. Blue Foundation. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about credit union, bad credit, business loans, no documentation. The third credit union I want to share with you is Consumers. So Consumers Credit Union, CCU. And we love CCU because CCU is really flexible. And if you want to get a bad credit, business loans, no documentation through CCU, you need to have minimum monthly deposits of $15K, a history with CCU of 2 years. Otherwise, you need to provide business bank statements for the last 3 months. Okay, so those are conditions that are actually standardized across the board. So it doesn't matter if you're looking for a business line of credit, a business loan, or whatever. So they want you to, as long as you want to have no doc, you need to provide some kind of assurance that your business is generating revenue. So when we think about CCU, you have to think about several business loans. You have business loans, the business term loans. You have commercial mortgages. You have secured lines of credits. You have equipment financing arrangements. And so this is kind of fine. And what I want to say here is that the CCU is a little slow when it comes to dispersing funds. So if you're interested, in having a loan with them, you want to actually start the whole process a little early. So let's say if you need money, you need the funds within 2 weeks. Now is the time to start, because it can take all the way to one week or sometimes 10 days for them to review everything and to actually disperse the funds. So it takes a little long. So whereas BlueFed is quite fast, CCU tends to be slow. Okay, especially if you have to do commercial mortgages and equipment financing, they tend to be really slow. So just be aware of that. And one thing I want to say is that if you need more information, just call 1-847-672-1888. So 847-672-1888, or you just email commerciallending@myconsumers.org. So they'll answer all questions that you may have. Okay. And what I want to say is that CCU is open to anybody. So you can see on the screen here, it said very clearly that anyone can join CCU. So there is no need to actually qualify for based on geography or based on biology or based on profession. Anybody can qualify for CCU. That's just fantastic. Another business loan that I want to share with you is America's Credit Union. So this is ACU. So if you want to get a bad credit business loans with no documentation from ACU, you need to have minimum monthly deposits of $10,000, a history with ACU of 1 year. Otherwise, you need to provide business bank statements for the last 3 months. Okay. And the thing is that what we love about ACU is that ACU is pretty open. They will work with you. ACU is one of one of the best when it comes to customer service. They'll work with you. They really want you to succeed. They really want your business to succeed. So they will work with you. And when we talk about business loans, you're talking about all kinds of loans, business loans, secured business loans, unsecured business loans, business lines of credit, unsecured business lines of credit. So you have that. You have commercial real estate loans also with ACU. You also have construction. You have commercial real estate. You have commercial real estate loans. You have construction loans, and this is kind of fine. Now, one thing I want to say also is that it's always better to contact ACU first. Why? Because they change their the policies for business loans all the time. So you might want to contact them at 253-591-6881. So contact them and have a conversation. Just have a conversation before you do anything. So before you do anything, just have a conversation so that you are clear about the conditions that they have, and you're pretty sure about what they want from you also. And also you can actually go on the website and fill out a form. There's a form on the website. You put your company name, your name, first name, last name, you put everything, and then you can just send a short message to ACU. And the cool thing is somebody will get back to you. Usually they get back to you within the hour. So they actually have an online team that answers all queries from the public. And as long as your query has to do with ACU actually increasing its membership base, They will get back to you, not a problem at all. One thing I need to say also is that America's Credit Union actually is open. Membership is open to anybody. As you can see on the screen here, you can see that ACU is actually open to anybody. So if you don't qualify, again, based on geography, profession, or biology, you can actually just, qualify by being a member of the Association of the United States Army. So AUSA, you just have to become a member of AUSA and you are good to go. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're having a conversation about credit union, bad credit, business loans, no doc. I want to talk to you about Logix. Logix is another credit union that's really great, and we love the fact that Logix is very generous. So basically, you can get bad credit business loans, no doc, up to $500,000 through a Logix. This is really great. The only thing is you need to have minimum monthly deposits of $15,000 with Logix. You got to have a history of 3 years with Logix. They want you to be there with them for 3 years. And otherwise, you have business bank statements for the last 6 months. This is really what it is. And one thing I want to say is that Logix is really great when it comes to large amounts. If you're looking for, so Logix is great for large amounts, but also a diversity of business loans. And all those loans, you can get them through no documentation, not a problem at all. So for business lines of credit, you have credit limits up to $50,000. For capital access line of credit, you have credit limits up to $500,000. For a business term loan, you have loan amounts up to $50,000. Here we are speaking about terms up to 5 years. And for capital access term loan, you have loan amounts up to $500,000. Here again, we have terms up to 5 years. So this is really good. And one thing I want to say also is that if you go through Logix, you actually have a dedicated loan officer who will work with you. So what they do is they assign specifically one person to actually go through your loan accounts, your loan book, whatever, and actually answer all questions that you may have, and also ask you all questions that they might have, like Logix might have. So be aware that if you go through this Logix and you are trying to apply for a credit union business loan with bad credit, no documentation, you are going to have to show some kind of monthly deposits, and you may have to contact a loan officer at Logix. By the way, the number here is 818-565-2303, or you can email Logix Business Services at lfcu.com. I mean, we'll put everything on the screen so you have a clear idea what's really needed. And but yeah, now in terms of joining, and anybody can become a member. So Logix is an open credit union, as you can see on the screen here. Basically, you like if you don't live in like the geography that Logix serves, because Logix generally, like primarily, Logix serves Arizona, California, Massachusetts, Maryland, Maine, New Hampshire, Nevada, and Virginia. But if you don't live in that geography, you can just become a member of the American Consumer Council or the League of American Homeowners. So this is really those two charities will get you in. So this is not a problem at all. Just make sure that if you have any question, just contact Logix first. Their number is 1-800-328-5328 to answer all questions before you actually make you make any step forward. I want to share with you another credit union, and that's Fairwinds. So Fairwinds, you can actually get a bad credit business loan with no doc through Fairwinds. And the thing is that if you want to get that, you need to have minimum monthly deposits of $10,000. You got to have at least 1 year of credit history with Fairwinds to actually qualify. So when we talk about Fairwinds, you got to think about a credit union that's really great when it comes to bad credit business loans, but also fair credit business loans. And the organization is very flexible because you have up to 6 funding options when it comes to business loans. So you have like business auto loans, you have business credit cards, you have commercial real estate, you have equipment financing, you have regular loans, you also have lines of credit. So you have term loans and you also have lines of credit. Now, today, of course, we're focusing only on the term loans. So with the term loans here, you are able to do a lot of things. Okay, you are able to actually borrow all the way to $1 million. And again, within the subcategory of term loans, you also have other subcategories. You have small business term loans, but you also have commercial term loans. Now, the difference here is based on the amount. So small business term loans actually are capped at $250,000. Commercial term loans are actually capped at $1 million. So you got to ask yourself what kind of category you find yourself in. But the cool thing is that you have a lender such as Fairwinds to actually provide that kind of flexibility. Okay. So again, if you are looking for a business like a credit union, bad credit, business loans, no doc, just know that you have a few lenders who are willing and who are ready, actually, as a matter of fact, who are willing and ready to work with you and provide the funds that you need. So, and Fairwinds is one of them. And Fairwinds is actually open to everybody. So you can see on the screen here that you basically, anybody can join Fairwinds. It doesn't matter where you actually find yourself in the country. You can qualify, not a problem at all. Just apply and you should be good to go. And the last credit union I want to share with you is BECU. And obviously, BECU is a fantastic credit union. We love the fact that BECU is constantly innovating here. And so with BECU, if you're trying to get bad credit business loans, no doc, you got to have minimum monthly deposits of $20,000. A history with this credit union of 2 years minimum. So you got to be with them with 2 years. Otherwise, you got to show business bank statements for the last 6 months. So for BECU to actually grant you the loan that you're asking for, you need to actually show business bank statements for the last 6 months. And what I want to say also is that when you think about business term loans from BECU, obviously in addition to business vehicle loans, business lines of credit business, like you have the actual business term loans, and you're looking at $10,000 all the way to $250,000. So this is really cool. And so we love the fact that with this business loan, you have no origination fee. The loan to value is up to 80% and terms up to 84 months. So this is kind of cool. If you're looking for a long-term loan, a long-term business loan, you might want to think about BECU. By the way, BECU stands for Boeing Employees Credit Union. So the cool thing is, even though they're based in Washington State, they cover the whole country. I'll speak about this later on. And what I want to say also is that the BECU has put in place a system that is very dedicated, that's very streamlined when it comes to actually making borrowers apply real fast. So this is really an important element to really pay attention to. So one thing I want to say also is that when we talk about BECU, obviously we are talking about a lender that's constantly changing, that constantly innovating and really bringing new things to the market. This is really fine, and we love the fact that everybody can join. So if you're listening to me right now and you want to know if you can join, you can see on the screen here that in terms of BECU membership eligibility, you basically can actually just you can join the foundation. So you have the BECU Foundation, for example. You can donate to that foundation. You can donate to the Go West Foundation, to the CAPS Foundation, to the Seahawkers Central Council. So you do have the opportunity to donate to a lot of people that are important for you. So this is kind of cool. So overall, this is a great roundabout. Union. Number 4, we have here America's Credit Union. Number 5, we have Logix. Number 6, we have Fairwinds. Number 7, we have a BECU. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.